After defeating Cincinnati by a score of 34-23, Colorado football is now ranked number 23 in the nation, okay, as they sit with a record of 6-2, which gives them bowl eligibility for the first time in quite some time. Meanwhile, former powerhouse, when I was growing up, they were a powerhouse. I'm talking about Florida State. Just lost to Miami by a score of 36-14. I watched a lot of that game. It was brutal. It in comparison to what I remember growing up, Florida State Miami was a motherfucking game that you had to put your eyes on when I was growing up. Usually competitive, just usually like intense, the rivalry. You know what I'm talking about? Didn't really seem like that. That drops Florida State to a record of 1-7. Okay. So one team sitting at 6-2, the other at 1-7. So my question to the real ones is, does Florida State wish they had Deion? Do they regret not hiring their most famous football alum? Seems like a no-brainer that the answer is yes, but you never know. You never know with these schools. Let's talk about it briefly. Let's talk about it. Before we do, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something again. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that share button, and put all your people on. Also, fuck with our sponsor, the King Mac Neal Collection. There's the King Mac Neal Collection for all of your fraternity needs, your sorority needs, anything dealing with the Divine Nine and gear, they got you. Okay, download the app. Go to the website kingmacneal.com. Just peruse. Just peruse. You ain't got to just take my word for it, even though I ain't gonna lie to you. Just go peruse. And you'll see they got you. Okay, they got you. All I ask is tell them first sent you. Just do that for me. All right. But yes, we see two programs going in different directions. All right. And it really didn't have to be this way. It did not have to be this way. Florida State, now, true enough, I can't not mention this. They had a great year last year. Y'all remember the controversy surrounding them last year and how their quarterback got hurt and all that kind of shit. All right. But overall, they did have a great season last year. But this year has not been that. This year has been a motherfucking disaster. All right. Meanwhile, Colorado showed improvement last year. They started out hot, then, all hell broke loose for them. But last year was an improvement from the previous year. All right. And this year, sure enough, so far has been an improvement overall. Okay. Travis Hunter is clearly the Heisman candidate, if not clearly the best player in the country. Shador is staking his claim to arguably the best quarterback in the country. You feel me? I asked earlier in the year, why can't Prime fix the line? Seems like the line has gotten better. You feel me? Meanwhile, his school, this motherfucker's alma mater, is over here doing that. You gotta think that there are people over there wishing that they had hired this motherfucker, right? You gotta think. And I'm talking about the white people. Let's be blunt. Because I'm sure the black people would have wanted Prime. I'm talking about the white people. You gotta think that you got some white brothers and sisters over there that they're wishing that they had their own Deion Sanders. Because they had Prime, they also would have had Shador, and they would have had Travis. But they ain't do that. They ain't do that. They didn't believe. I guess they want them to prove it. And see, that's the shit that made that's one of the things. Let me say that. That's one of the things that was giving me hope that Prime was gonna stay at Jackson State. And I'm not gonna rehash that shit. Y'all already know how I feel about that. I still stand on every motherfucking thing I've said about that. Y'all can go watch those segments if you so desire. But one of the reasons I thought maybe he might follow through on the rhetoric that he was putting forth is that, man, that was disrespectful. The fact that this is one of the greatest motherfucking players of all time, not just cornerbacks. This is one of the greatest football players of all motherfucking time. Okay. Greatest athletes of all time, period, because he also played baseball at a high level. And this is his school. Like, he really helped to put this really like the shit, the way I'm talking about Florida State was the shit when I was growing up. He's part of the reason for that. He's part of the reason for that. Like, as a child, he the reason that I started liking damn Florida State. Him, and then just keeping up with them and the vibe, being a little kid and liking the Florida State Seminoles, and you seeing them come out there and they run and everybody out there kind of like they do at Alcorn State University, and this shit was a vibe. And then those damn Florida State Miami games, those Florida State Florida games were lit. But a lot of that shit had to do with the Prime era. And then they were using that motherfucker's name to recruit. I think I've heard him say before they used to maybe get him to talk to a recruit, even at least on the phone. Like, but then to tell him he got to prove it, as I've said before, some people may think that's fair. That's bullshit. We just saw JJ Redick. They ain't never coached nowhere, not even high school, not middle school. No, well, maybe coaching his son's AAU or something, but not no college, nothing, not position coach, not even a high school head coach. And JJ Redick has the most prestigious job in basketball, because we are the most prestigious team, the Los Angeles Lakers. Boston got the most titles now, but fuck that, we're still the show. And he's coaching LeBron James and Anthony Davis. He went from just doing his pod and being on ESPN to coaching LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Steve Kerr never coached. Boom, he get a job. Steve Nash never coached, get a job. Jeff Saturday, for that hot minute, he went from ESPN to the NFL. Like, we've seen that. But this man's own school said, nah, that was fucked up. And I wish a motherfucker like Tom Brady would leave the damn TV shit alone and say, I want to go coach at Michigan. Just to prove my point that Michigan wouldn't make that man wait. They'd say, come on, Tom, shit, hell yeah, you come be the head coach. And I gotta use somebody like Tom Brady, because that's the kind of stature that Deion Sanders has in the sports world. Like, he ain't up there with Brady, of course, but I'm talking about in terms of Brady's considered the GOAT. Deion Sanders is considered the GOAT cornerback for his position. You feel me? So, like, he's one of those ones out of the Hall of Famers. Like, he's like a first team Hall of Famer. So, like, that level of motherfucker, man, they wouldn't have to goddamn prove shit if they wanted to go coach at their alma mater, and if their alma mater needed a damn coach. So that kind of shit, telling him, no, you got to prove it. I thought maybe he was going to say, man, fuck y'all. Fuck the system. I'm about to fuck this, blow this shit up for real, and watch what I do here at this black school. I'm about to be on some black renaissance shit. Okay, that didn't happen. But now that people, I think Stephen A. Smith may have said, oh, Florida State should get them, Alabama should have got them, and all these schools. Stay your ass at Colorado. You didn't stay your ass at Jackson State University. Okay. We're very happy with TC Taylor. Okay. Stay your ass at Colorado. Build that shit up. Keep building that. Make history with there. I wouldn't want to see them go to Florida State. I wouldn't want to see that. They had their chance. It would be more historic to bring Colorado back to the prominence that it had in the early 90s, in my opinion. You feel me? That's what I think. What do y'all think, real ones? Let us know. Put it on something.
Thank you so much for watching my daddy's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and turn on your post notifications. Okay, how do I do it?